Welcome back to another episode. On this one, it is the freaking most exciting episode of all time. We're gonna be building the bottom end of the Forge RB25. Let's go.
Tell me, is it whack up in the air? Rapping scattered off the gear. I can map him, yeah, the air. It's like a tracker, get distracted, send him back like in the mail. Not a fraction of them real. Catch him lacking, run the drill. Running through the shit like a motherfucking dage.
Okay, so I've been talking about this for a while now. It's been sitting around for a while now. Finally, the day has come. We're going to be taking this down to Kamikaze Motorsports. Definitely check out Kamikaze Motorsports in the link below if you haven't already. Hayden, the main man, the legend himself, the guru of sorts on the Gold Coast, taking on this job for me to assemble the block, like the bottom end. So the bottom end's where all your tolerances and all your everything has to be tightened down to spec and then done and redone, so you need to make sure it's right, and it's where all the things can go wrong, but you want all the things to go right. So I'm getting some expert help, and I think Xavier's bogged. Wow, that thing. Oh my lord. So yeah, we're gonna load the block into the back of Xavier's car. Then he's gonna take it. He actually works at Kamikaze Motorsports, so he's gonna take it up there, and then taking the engine stand, all the parts into the D-Max, send it up to Hayden's, and then hopefully I can film most of it. So that's what's gonna happen. If I can't, I'm gonna leave the camera there with him. He also has a YouTube channel, so check that out. And everyone should encourage Hayden to do vlogging again, because he has so much cool content, so much knowledge that he could actually share, but he is very busy and doesn't have the motivation for YouTube. So everyone send him a message or write in the comments, Hayden, get back on the YouTube grind, because we want to see the videos, and then maybe he'll actually make some. If you watch his old videos, they're sick. Anyway, let's load all these parts up and get on to Kamikaze Motorsports. Look at all this box of goodies right here, fully forged block. Everything you need is in here. Thanks to all you guys for all the tips. Thanks to Kudos Motorsports, and thank you to Hayden from Kamikaze, because we are about to send this thing and assemble it. So freaking excited. Let's head on over to Kamikaze Motorsports.
Alright, I think we're recording. What is up, my dudes? We are back at Kamikaze Motorsport. Putting James's motor together for him today. Yeah, James hasn't done this before, so he's brought it to me to get my expert advice on building motors. We built a lot of motors here, and yeah, this will just be another one to tick off the list. So, James has dropped his motor off. Alright, so let's delve into this box and see, I suppose, what we have here. So he's gone the ACL Race Series bearings for his mains and his big ends, which is awesome. They're really good bearings. I use them with all my builds as well. He's even got a genuine oil pump gasket, rear main seal, and even some genuine, gasket sealant. That's pretty cool. New water pump. Ooh. Some Manly rods. These have all been balanced, which is awesome. His oil pump is here. I think that still needs to be sealed up a little bit, and he's gone CP. I'd imagine they're 20 thou oversized pistons. Perfect. So I don't think at this stage the rings have been ground, so I'm probably going to grind rings straight up. I'll have to think about what I'm actually going to do and get a little plan about myself, and then yeah, we'll start moving forward from there. How do I turn this off? Oh yeah, here we go. GoPro stuff. He should get himself an Osmo Pocket. They're so good. Like, James, come on mate. Alright, so I've decided to put the grub screws in the crank first. So James Well have had this ground to spec. I'd imagine it's probably gone 10 thou under. It does have markings here that looks like it's gone 10 thou under on the big ends and mains. He's also had a Nitto crank collar fitted. This is a must when doing anything with an RB because they are inferior to the JZ, and I don't know why people waste their time, but anyway, that's for another day. Definitely a must if you are doing anything. Nitto also makes a new oil pump drive that is I suppose an imitation of a J oil pump, and that would also be what I recommend for anyone to do when building an RB. So it's been ground and everything's been cleaned and whatnot, so I'm going to install all these grub screws into the crank, and then I'm going to put the main bearings in. Where have I put those? Just in here. I'm going to put the mains in first, and then I'll sit the main studs in, which are just in that box over there, and then I will put the crank in and put the girdle back on and torque it down, and then after that I will continue assembling from there. Alright, so all the grub screws are in, and I've just taken the cover off the motor, so I'm going to flip this over now. This has already been bored and honed to suit his new pistons, so I'll flip this over now, put all the main bearings in, and then we'll sit the main studs in, and then the crank and the girdle. Alright, I've got the motor turned over, and it doesn't actually have oil squirters in it yet, which is no surprise, so I better put those in before I go putting the anything else together, because they are a mission to get all the way down here to get to them once anything's in. Be careful when taking these out. They do crack quite easily from my past experiences. So we'll bang them in, torque them to spec, and then we'll keep moving on from there. Alright, so before I put this last squirter in, there's a small dowel on the bottom of these, and that actually, I suppose, locates it. When putting these in, be quite careful about that dowel, because it can, I suppose, look like that's in place and then it's not, and then you kind of snap this little wrist off it. Yeah, it's not ideal. To be honest, it may seem dodgy, but I have run them before without the dowel on there. I think I had like an SR one, which is slightly different, or an RB one, and I needed it for one or the other motor for an event I was doing like the next day. Must have been up at like 2 AM doing something stupid, and yeah, I fully just ground that off and bolted that in. But yeah, wouldn't recommend. I'd recommend just getting the right ones and making sure that houses correctly, and then once you've got that in, torque all these down to spec. Alright, so I'm just torquing up this last one. Probably should be doing this with 2 hands. Yeah, I totally should be. Let me just crank that. Alright, and that's the last one torqued up. Now let's put our main bearings in. Alright, all the main bearings are now in. So now we will put some assembly lube on the bearing shell of each one, and then we will drop the crank in. Alright, crank's in. Just put that in place now and make sure that rotates freely. This is not by no means a guide onto how to build motors, and you should get a professional to do so. Professional being someone who does it all the time, or has a qualification to do so, because putting motors together is quite tedious, and things can go wrong quite easily, and then you don't know they're wrong until the motor is completely together, and then it goes wrong and you have to pull it back out of the car. So yeah, get a professional to do this, guys. Alright, we're back. So we've had a slight hiccup with the main studs. On RBs there is 3 longer main studs, and they were the wrong length. So we've got some correct length main studs, and they're all in, so I'll torque them up and then we can move on from there. Alright, all the main studs are torqued up. Now we're going to flip it over and grind some rings. Alright, so I've just gapped all the rings and assembled the rods and pistons together. My thumbs are super sore after putting all the wrist pin circlips in, but they're done. Depending on how much boost you want to run in the car, in the motor, sorry, will depend on how large or small you gap the rings. So now I'm just about to put all the pistons in and bolt everything to the crank, and then yeah, I think it'll be oil pump after that. Alright, everything's assembled. Last piston going in now. Flip it over and torque all the con rods up.
Okay, so all that footage that you just seen of Hayden, I haven't watched it yet, but today we're going to pick up the engine. It's fully built. Xavier's going to give me a lift there. Wait, is this lighting on my head shit? Probably really bad, isn't it?
No, it's not bad.
It's not bad?
No.
Okay, sweet. It's actually my birthday today.
Happy birthday, James! Woo!
I'm 9 years old. Wait, put in the comments how old you think I am. So yeah, we're going to pick up the engine, and Xavier's going to give me a ride in his car.
Death trap.
Death trap.
Shut the door real quick.
Yeah, just
efficiently.
Just shut the door real quick was the best line of 2021. But yeah, how's this for a freaking exciting birthday present? Going to pick up the Forge RB25 block from Hayden. We can get it back in the garage. Oh my god, it's gonna be crazy. And then there's not much to do, and that freaking is gonna be a long motor. And then there's not much to do to get it actual motor and then drop it in.
Yeah, mad exciting. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna happen so fast. So cool.
Just like how fast you shut that boot.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, mate. Alright, let's go.
Good afternoon.
Oh shit. It's all assembled. Holy shit. This is like the best birthday present you could ever want. I'm so freaking pumped. We're gonna get it home. We're just gonna have a word to Hayden, get it home, and then probably just sleep in the shed tonight and rest my head on this. It's pretty comfy looking.
Do the like the meditation when you walk on the spikes.
Yeah, yeah. You just lay on it. Yeah.
So beautiful, right?
Yeah, it is. It's so nice. Like, it's just so perfect. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know. I'm just excited. I can't even put words together. But if you guys didn't know, Kamikaze Motorsports, ran by Hayden, can do pretty much anything you want on a car. He does anything JDM related. So engine builds, anything from like the front of the car to the back of the car, the entire car, everything. He will do it. He's the man, and he's got a wisdom of knowledge, absolute beast. So if you are interested in getting your engine built, getting something done in your car, hit up Hayden, Kamikaze Motorsports on Facebook or Instagram. And yeah, massive thanks to you, Hayden, you freaking legend. Yeah! Wait, we're so pumped.
Yeah, it's so
Hey, I love how you're pumped too.
I was thinking, dude, your 32's gonna get hard.
Yeah, it's so sick. Oh, okay. Let's go and look at it more in depth. A closer look with a magnifying glass.
If you had the chance, would you take it? I've run so far, but been patient. Times have changed, but stayed patient. Sold drugs like a doctor, my patients. If you had the talent, would you make it? Probably not, cause let's face it, talent's not what it takes to be famous these days. It is all created. People wanna know how I did what I did, but I just did me until I won. Say you wanna move like a king.
Wow, looks so bloody good under the lights. Like, I don't know how to talk right now. Like, that bloody excited. Holy shit. I can't put a sentence together.
Should be.
I can't put a
Best
sentence.
birthday.
It's fucking sick. It is the best birthday present anyone can give me. Thank you, Hayden. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And man, am I excited for this car.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very cool.
Very, very cool. So, if you're just new to the channel, this is the first episode you're watching, for whatever reason, this engine right here is a forged RB25 that is going into the R32 Skyline right here. And I've also ordered a whole bunch of parts. There's a couple of $1,000s worth of parts that is going to be coming soon that the engine needs next. Who can guess what it is? Can you guess?
Tires.
Yes, it is tires. No, I bought tires for the S09. I'm very poor right now. I've got no money left. All the money I saved up. I've been selling some car parts and then, yeah, they're all gone now, so pretty much used all that money.
Shot everywhere, man. Jeez.
It's looking a lot better. That's my organised bolts. Don't mess them up. Yeah, but thanks for watching, guys. If it's your first time stopping through on the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, drop a like, and drop a comment as well. You actually hit the like button, you don't drop it. Hit the like button, drop a comment below, and if you made it this far in the video,
Much love, homies.
yeah. And thanks for the birthday wishes. I'll see you guys on the next episode. I'm just hoping someone wished me happy birthday.
You'd hope so. These guys rock, so.
Yeah, no, they're pretty freaking cool. Alright, peace out. And let's build a freaking forged engine.
Woo! I can't reach it. I
Wait,
wanted to
what
lick
the
the
heck?
piston.
What the fuck? Mate, you don't be licking my engine. Come down here and you're doing all weird shit to it.
I'm not gonna do extra weird shit just when you're around.
Oh, okay. Well, laters. You should probably fix that, eh? Nice.